Hello friends, this is Wendy. I am a paper crafter, a scrapbooker, and I am an aspiring junk journaler. I am still working on that one, but I'm moving closer to being a junk journaler. And, drumroll, I've got mail! Yay! And, oh, here it is. Okay, so if you have been following me on YouTube, you know that I had this spray bottle. I had never really used it, but I used it in a project a few videos ago, and I loved it. I really enjoyed it. It comes out different than smushing an ink pad and spritzing it just for playing, right? So I liked it so much that I got Vintage Photo, which is, okay, face it, it's one of my favorites, right? Because I have favorites. Yes, I do. Anyway, so I got that, and I got this. Oh, I remember now. I take it out of the package, and it still is reflective. Well, this won't be as reflective. This is the paper that goes over it. This is new. It's one of the texture fades. They're often called, embossing folders. There you go. Golly, that just escaped my mind for a minute. Anyway, it is by, who's it by? Yeah. Yep. It's by Mr. Tim Holtz. And we will be playing with this, and we'll be playing with this. And let me set that aside. We're going to pull these out. Now, this was from a video that I made where it was a tutorial on a scrapbook page, and my cousins were in it. Maybe you remember it. Anyway, I think I just barely uploaded it. So we're going to play with these. Now, just to let you know what these papers are. Well, this one has already been texture faded. You can tell, I think you can tell that it's already gone through a texture fade. So maybe we will set that one aside. But this one and this one, and I never spritz this one with water to activate the ink. But this one and this one, this is watercolor paper. And this one is American Crafts white paper. So we're going to play with these, and since this one has already been embossed, it's going to go over into the maybe later pile. So, playing. I guess I need to get something sharp out. Or I'll be back. Oh, wait. Nope. I'll be back. Okay, I'm going to shake this up so I don't forget. But if you followed me a little bit, then you know that if I have something left over from a project, I save it. For example, this is just sitting here on my desk. I made this for, I don't remember what I made it for, but I didn't use it. And so it's just sitting here. That's just sitting on my desk. I have a bunch of bowls over there, and I just ordered a new Lazy Susan so I can just like work my magic right from my chair here. Anyway. This also is left over from a project. It should be in a jar, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. Okay. So anyway, if I have used something and it's left over from a project, or like these were all rejects. I knew I was going to use one of these colors, and I ended up using the ones that look like this on my layout. And this is a new stamp set by Tim Holtz and Stampers Anonymous, and it is called Ticking and Grain. There we go. So I'm going to just spray a little bit on here. You gotta get it kind of like, there we go. Kind of like it like that. Okay. And I think, well, we're playing, right? So I'm going to spray half of this paper, kind of react it to start off with. And I'm going to see what happens when I don't react the paper already. So we're checking this out. Ooh. Interesting. See what happens on the non-reactive paper. Not sure which one I like better. See, since I put water on it, it's really reacting with the ink. Not completely. Well, I don't know. I'm going to set this aside and let it air dry. I'm going to go to this watercolor paper, mainly because I never activated it with water. Get this so I'm not spraying it just on myself. This is the wrong one. Okay, sorry. There we go. Okay, so this one I'm going to spray first, at least part of it. Now you can already see what I sprayed, what I inked a week ago or so is now starting to react with the water. So let's go. See what that's going to do. Let's see what happens. This part here has not been spritz with water. See how that reacts. See what happens here. Now what I use with these, well, you could do anything with them. So with the one I did here, I cut it in half and I used it as a long piece of scrapbook paper, a long piece of paper on a 12 by 12 page, because those two halves put end on end made a 12-inch line. Okay. I kind of really like that one. And then the other thing that I do with them, I use them for alphabets. Okay, I'm going to wait for that to dry a little bit, and then I'm going to spritz it some more. I'm going to go here. Let's try this. Make sure I'm using the right one. I'm going to put this one away. I keep grabbing the wrong one because I was grabbing my right hand. There we go. Okay, on the right. Okay. So this one has already been activated once with water. So I'm going to spritz part of it. See what happens. Ooh, we haven't even done anything. Do you see the change in the color? Okay. So let's see what happens with this. Ooh, I like that. So anyway, I use them for alphabets, you know, to cut out alphabets. And I use them for embellishments. Use them for flowers or leaves or little this and that's. I mean, use them for all kinds of different things. And I have just one drawer, and it's dedicated for the ones that I haven't used. And I'm always pulling out of the drawer, so the drawer doesn't get full because I'm pulling out of it and playing with it and adding to it. Those two colors look really good together. I know maybe it looks like a mess, but I think they look good together. So while these are drying, I thought I would show you this. This was in a, okay, imagine this as a 12 by 12 piece of paper. And I had put this together, and boy, I hated it. And this one I was actually quite mad about, and just because I didn't feel like I had been creative enough. I'll pick them up on this. I just didn't feel like I had been creative enough, and I was really unhappy with how it turned out. And so I threw it in a drawer angrily, you know, throw that thing in a drawer. And I almost threw it in the trash. I was just that unhappy with how it turned out. I had this thing in my head, right? And then what came out on paper was nothing like what was on my head. Anyway, I just did that to kind of clean up my little mess so I don't make a mess for myself. But, see, this is what I kind of do. Anyway, I was looking for something kind of yellow and sunny and cheery. It was for a bulletin board that I was asked to do. And, you know, when I do a bulletin board, guess what it turns out to be? Well, a big scrapbook page, right? Because I don't know how to do anything else but turn pictures into scrapbook pages. So it was this one here, and you can see that I even cut the letters out of it. It looked so cute. I didn't even do anything else to it. I just cut it out of this, and I was really pleased with how those letters turned out. So if you make something, I mean, look at this right here. I'm probably at the time was real upset with this. I was trying something because I see that I've got like another color over it to try to do. I don't know what I was trying to do with it, but boy, I can feel it even. So I hated it, right? And I went, throw it away. But now I'm going to embrace it, and I will use it again because, like I said, I used this for, I think it's this summer. It looks like museum, but it actually was summer. And I had fun doing that. So let's look at these. So look at how this reacted with water. That was actually really cool. This one really could use another spritzing. I don't know. I'm actually thinking I might smush and spritz with a ink pad. So we'll do that in a minute. It's still not quite dry. This one, I like the movement in this as well. You can see this is kind of a coffee mess, right? You know, or hot chocolate mess, or chocolate syrup on ice cream mess, or, you know, kind of, I really like that. So we're going to wait for these to dry, and then we're going to try to do a few more things. I might still play with this blue one again a little more. So I was thinking of using them in this, and maybe I will. Maybe I'll use the blue one in here. In fact, I think I'm going to go do that. I'll make sure it's dry, and then I'm going to go do that right now. Okay, we're back. Let me move that out of the way. So this is the one that I embossed, and you really can't see it, which I'm going to try two different things. So first, actually I might try three things. Let me find my dark blue over here. Blue out of the way, there's blue. Okay, here's dark blue. So I'm going to start with the dark blue and see what this does. Again, this is play, and I will use it for something else. Never. Oh, wow. Look at that. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. I don't need to try anything else. Wow. I mean, look at the difference. Okay, so this one I have rubbed with ink. You can see the designs. Here I haven't rubbed it with ink yet, and you see nothing. There's too much other things distracting it. So I'm going to rub over the whole thing with this. This is prize ribbon. It's a really pretty blue. That's definitely one of my favorites. But what if they're all my favorite? Ooh, I do have a few that are not my favorite. Not many, but I have a few. I like okay. How's that? I have those that I just really love, and then those that I like just okay. So there's a couple of things I could have done with this, or that I can do in the future with this. So let me, oh wow, I like that. Okay, so I'm happy with that. And I will probably, I might still play a little more. I might spritz it. We'll see what happens if I spritz it. I mean, this is play, right? One thing that you can do is, you have to use a permanent ink though. You can ink here, and it will not ink the raised parts. It will just ink the lowest parts. Or you can use this as your front, and you can ink this with permanent ink and then run it through. And then you have a totally different, oh, I hate that ring thing. A totally different kind of experience with that. So I am going to, just because, I'm going to spritz this, see what happens. And I think I'm going to use my cloth. You can already see that it's reacting. We're getting some real pretty colors reacting there. But what happens if I start taking them off? Look at that. Ooh, okay. I like that. I can put like a drop. This is what I was trying to do when I was doing that other one, wherever I put it. See how you put the water on it and then it picks up the ink that you put down and gives it definitely a weathered, distressed, I don't know. Okay, I like this. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I like it, and I'm going to let it dry. So let's try something else with this one. I'm going to clean that off here. Ooh, hold on. Interesting what it did to that. That's interesting. I was thinking I would pick up a little bit of blue, but I didn't. I ended up kind of like the water reacted to the ink on the page and kind of made a little bit of a mess here. We're just going to do this. Okay, so this one, what color do I want to do? I think I'm going to do ground espresso, okay? So that's, the technical term is smush. I've smushed my pad. Now I'm spritzing it. So spritz and smush. Because I spritzed it with water, it's actually going to be more diluted. If I get one of these bottles of ground espresso, then it will be really dark. And so I've already signed up. Oh, look at that. I'm going to do this along the edge. I already put for my subscribe and save for next month to get tea dye. And I will look into ground espresso, maybe for December. So I get most of my products on Amazon. And not all, most. I really like this one. And this one will go in my drawer, as will this. Well, as will this. So anyway, you get an idea. And then I did add some more sprinkles on this one, and it's going to go back in my drawer. But those letters turned out so cute, and I put them on black. Yeah, I used black paper, and then these yellowish letters on that, you know, with the photos. I was really pleased. I couldn't wait to tell you all about it. So there you go. I didn't play with this one, but I think I am not going to. So this is something you can do on a rainy day like I'm doing. We've had warm weather and then really cold weather. So as you can see, I'm in a sweatshirt again. Would you be surprised if Mickey Mouse is on my sweatshirt? Would you? Probably be less surprised if it had a picture of Tim Holtz, but there isn't something like that out there. I wouldn't do that. But Mickey, he's the mouse. Anyway, I didn't play with this one. It's going to react a lot like this. I love the way this one reacted. Anyway, so, but this is something you can do on a rainy day. You can take your inks and you can take your supplies and you can just play and you can create and make something fabulous. And especially when you very first get mail. So if you liked this play video, please subscribe and like and hit that notification bell, and then you will get all of my creations. I am a new challenge. I'm a new channel, and I would love to have you come visit me every day. And with that, have a wonderful day. Bye.